happiness? Doesn't everyone? Well, guess what? We have the best-selling author and leadership professional, Richard Nugent, now to provide you the wisdom to achieve your perfect state of happiness every day.
Hi, my name's Richard Nugent. I'm the Managing Director of 21 Leadership, and over the past 20 years, I've worked with hundreds of thousands of people all around the world to help them to build the businesses they want, the careers they wanted, and most importantly, the lives they wanted to lead. I've worked with some of the most talented people in some of the biggest and best organizations globally. I've worked with professional sports stars and athletes to help them to perform consistently at an elite level in front of tens of thousands of people every week. I've worked with business owners and entrepreneurs to help them to build their organizations from nothing up to something which doesn't just give them the income that they want, but that contributes to the societies and communities in which they operate. And now I'm delighted to be working with you and the Atomy family. I want to help you to realize your potential. I want you to understand and to believe and to have faith in the fact that you can achieve things that you haven't dreamed of yet. And then when you have that vision, I want you to realize it. I want you to bring it to life. I want you to build the habits of success that will help you to build the life that you want to lead and to contribute to the societies and the communities in which you live. I wish you success, and I look forward to supporting you on your journey. In this session, we are going to focus on creating habits of motivation and happiness. And when we create those habits for ourselves, they help us to cherish the spirit. They help us to create the vision. And they help us to follow the faith that we can bring that vision into being. You see, we essentially want the same things. We want freedom and comfort and certainty. We want security, and we want what many people call that big happiness. And the challenge is we get really busy. And when we get disconnected from that happiness, we start to feel fearful. And when that happens, we start to lose faith in ourselves and in our vision. We are all born fundamentally happy. And sometimes we need really good habits to help us to remain connected with that happiness. And my recommendation is always that habits are best built little and often. I'm a huge believer in doing the right thing to get into the right mindset for 5 minutes a day, every day. And if you build your own habits 5 minutes a day, every day, that will put you in the best possible place to achieve and contribute in all of the ways that you want to. So, to help you to do that, I'm going to recommend that you build your habits around 3 cornerstones. The first is to notice the positive in as many situations as you possibly can. It's not always possible, but for many people, they develop a habit for noticing the negatives in any positive situation. And I'd urge you to train your mindset to be the opposite of that. Notice the positives in as many situations as you can. Secondly, seek gratitude for what is. Notice every day the things that we should be grateful for. Even if they're simple things like the roof over our heads, or our families, or the technology that you're able to interact with this session using. Have gratitude for what is. And the third is possibility. There is always possibility. There is always opportunity when we seek it out. And when we build a mindset habit to look for possibility and notice possibility, then it is incredible how many more opportunities present themselves to us. So here are my cornerstone habits. Just before 9 a.m. every day, I spend a few minutes reflecting on the same things. First of all, I spend a few minutes thinking about 3 things that I'm pleased with from the day before. Sometimes they'll be work related, sometimes they'll be personal, sometimes they'll be to do with family. What I really want to do is continue with my brain in the habit of noticing positive things from the day before, because that will set me up to notice positive things from today. Secondly, I spend a few minutes thinking about some things that I'm grateful for in my life. And it doesn't matter how big or small they are, whether they're personal things or family, whether they're things that I've thought of before or not. Again, the habit is gratitude. And finally, I say an affirmation about the day. And specifically for me, I think about what I want to be saying at the end of the day about how the day has gone or how it has been. These work for me. But of course, the aim isn't for you to replicate my habits exactly. My aim is to share these to enable you to build your own habits of happiness and motivation. And it's critical to remember that habits are best built little and often. Really, what we're setting out to do is reconnect with that sense of big happiness that's within all of us. And when we do that, not only do we set ourselves up for success, but we set ourselves up to contribute in ways that we'd never thought before.